Hello, everyone, and welcome to Amara's Voice. I'm a teacher and an uplifter, which means I see people as already whole. I see them as vibrant, joyful, magnificent, and powerful. I see the source within them, which leads them to a powerful truth from within. I see them living in alignment with self, having such wonderful beliefs that make them stay in their joyful, natural element. Today, I'm reading you a story I imagined and wrote about 2 weeks ago. I'm calling it The Uplifter. Enjoy. So, imagine with me that every time you say something you want, that thing, whatever it is, goes up and settles on a cloud in the sky. The more you speak of what you want, the more it is instantly created, swooping upward to rest on that beautiful cloud alongside all the other things you desire. But you're still down here on earth, unable to see what has been created from where you stand. In fact, you cannot receive these wanted things at all because they are out of your reach. The only way to see them or to receive them is to be at the same level as they are. Yet they are way up there and you are way down here. So you wonder, how could I ever reach the things I want? Many times when you think of them, they feel like a distant fantasy, far, far away, not something you'll ever have. Eventually you forget about them altogether. And so you stay with the things you can see. Each time you have a contrasting experience, you unknowingly send something new up to your beautiful cloud. But still, you can never get there. Some people have figured out how to lift themselves to their things. You look up to them. You see them and their things up in the skies. They seem to rise easily and return with what they want. Some people go halfway, but before reaching their clouds, they fall back down. When asked how they managed to get even that far, some say they jumped. Some say they built a device that helped them rise. Others say they took a plane. It all sounds so expensive. Sounds like so much effort, and you don't see how you could ever do the same. You don't have the means. They say their hard work paid off. Some people even built rockets and touched their clouds. Some were born to those who were already living among their clouds. So for them it seemed easy to just stay up in the clouds. Most people begin life down here, born to people who label the clouds as myths. But every child, even when born among those who forgot about their clouds, knows the cloud is natural to them. For a while, before the child is swept into the beliefs of those who never reach their clouds, the child knows the cloud is their inheritance. They know it is theirs to have. You've been so caught up down here that you don't even remember the cloud you once daydreamed about. Some people say you can only reach your cloud through specific beliefs outside of you. Some say honor this person and he will take you there. Others say honor this smaller being, make these sacrifices, follow this belief system. You'll feel fulfilled in this one. And in the end, it all doesn't work for you. You've tried everything and somehow you've never been uplifted. Now you believe that you'll never reach your cloud. In fact, it begins to feel like an abstract idea. Those around you have completely convinced you that the cloud is not real, that the things up there do not matter. You believe this too. You shut off your imagination. They tell you that you were put here to suffer, that life is about problems, life is supposed to be heard, they say, and you believe it because all those around you are actually living a hard life. You cannot see beyond what is, and it's okay for a while. You accept it. Soon you're distracted by all these voices, distracted by the news, distracted by the new technology, and little by little you forget about the cloud. All you know now are the places in the dark. You manage to create small pockets of joy here, and you call this reality. You ponder the problems and more problems appear. You focus on pain and more pain follows. More diseases are invented as you all as a group ponder more disease and not your health or wellness. Soon you accept disease and terror as part of your life. You completely detach from responsibility for your experiences. You name governments, presidents, bad drivers, diseases, anything outside of you. You call it life. You say, this is it. You believe nothing good can come from this. You grow suspicious of people. You see the worst in everyone. You trust no one. People work hard and still they die. So you live in fear your entire life, believing death is the end. You are certain now that it is all for nothing. And your cloud has long disappeared, at least in your mind. Sometimes, just sometimes, you feel a strange nudge from within that whispers, "Look up, little one." And you ask yourself, look up to what? You've forgotten it all. You've forgotten your beautiful cloud and how joyful it once felt to look up and simply enjoy it from time to time. Those who say they are living on their clouds now sound strange to you, maybe even irritating. You secretly resent them for what feels like misleading the masses. You believe that for anyone to reach their cloud, they must have money, good friends, the right connections, a great education. They must be born in a certain country or of a certain race. They must believe in a certain way or have a certain faith. Then one day in the middle of nowhere, you feel another nudge. And for some bizarre reason, you follow it. It says, look up. And you just look up for a while. It's like the clouds are calling out to you. It feels so good. You love this feeling. You ask yourself, where did that come from? What is this? You feel such joy in it, but before you can fully settle into it, it fades away. It leaves behind a quiet ache, and that ache becomes the very thing that nudges you to seek answers. So you begin to look everywhere. You search through wisdom of all kinds, keeping an open mind. You start asking and answers follow. You knock and doors are opened. You keep going deeper and deeper. And again, you feel nudges, and again, you follow them. And to your surprise, one random day, you realize that everything around you has been created by your beliefs. Everything. When you recognize your own power, a happiness rises in you that you can't contain. For days, your mind can't quite wrap itself around this realization. It feels wild, almost unbelievable. And in the state, happy, jubilant, lit up by what you've discovered, a strange plate-like metallic-looking thing forms beneath your feet and begins to lift you up. You're amazed. You can't believe you're actually rising. Whoa, what's happening? Suddenly, you're going up. The sensation feels natural, and yet it frightens you. The fear creeps up on you. You glance back down at the distance below and begin calculating how hard the fall would be. Oh, freaking freak, you yell. What am I doing? Have I lost my mind? You wonder, how is this plate even balancing me? Are these aliens? Is this an abduction? And just as quickly as it appeared, the plate-like surface vanishes from beneath your feet. Down you go. Smash. Right back into your dark life. Months pass, but you can't shake what happened. You write about it. You tell people about it, even though no one believes you. And you find yourself saying things like, all I know is that I was feeling really good when it happened. And one day you say to yourself, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this moment. Right here, right now. As you sit quietly pondering how good this moment feels, you are suddenly lifted again, just like before. But this time, you breathe in, close your eyes, and say to yourself, try to enjoy this moment. Your point of power is in the present you have discovered. So you stay present, you don't fret, you don't yell, you don't get scared, and you reach for a thought that feels better. Slowly, naturally, you rise higher than ever imagined possible. Time and again, you walk among the people down below because contrasting experiences happen even while you're up, and you come back to the same dark spots, but now you've learned how to return whenever you want. You know how to have a soft landing, or you know how to catch yourself mid-air and turn back upward. Your friends and family still see you, but now you are operating from a higher place. You try to tell them what you're experiencing, but it seems crazy to even say such things out loud. So you stop talking. You keep to yourself more. Then one day you feel such an abundance of positive emotion that, like a catapult, you shoot far up into the sky. This time you feel as though you are part of the plate itself. You close your eyes, you trust, you smile, and up you go. You rise farther than you've ever gone. You arrive at a place where only a few others are present, so few that some might call it lonely. But loneliness does not exist here. People you've only heard of in stories are here. Some call them gods, some call them saints. But here you are, right next to them. And here you are joyful. And suddenly you remember your cloud. You fly so high that you finally find your cloud. Everything you have ever desired is there, and it is all accessible to you. Here and in your physical world, you feel immense joy, freedom, love and appreciation, knowledge and empowerment. You feel an all-knowingness. You finally feel like yourself. You realize that everything you once sent up here were not just things you wanted, but also parts of you. Parts that felt torn away each time you said you wanted something. But then you turned your attention away from them. As you sit on your cloud, all the things you ever desired and wanted sitting right next to you, you start to move about, and in the mist, you cannot see clearly, but it looks like they're all coming together. One by one, they go next to each other. Bit by bit, they assemble into something greater. You look away, for the movement is so much for your eyes to bear. Slowly, the swirls stop and the cloud settles down. You look up slowly, and there before you, you see a bigger you, a version of you larger than life. You rise to embrace this greater self, and as you do, the two of you merge and become one. The little you and the larger you are now unified, and you feel it. The larger you can tell what you're thinking and quietly tells you. There never was a separation. You only perceived it as such, and that's why you're building me back up. But I've never left you. I've always walked with you. And in those moments of joy and love and freedom, that was you connecting with me. You're in awe, silence. You look down and ask, how will they know? They have to know. Is it my purpose to tell them? How could I not tell them? The questions rush through your mind, and your larger self says, it is because you see them as less than you that you believe they need to know. It is not your purpose. It is their journey. Let them experience it. Your only purpose, yourself says, is to enjoy this experience, be your authentic self, and to follow your passions always. You don't have to fix anybody or anything. Or those who need fixing or things that need your fixing will show up in your experience and put you out of balance. Focus on feeling good and staying in alignment. With tears flowing down your face, you set out to be yourself, to enjoy this experience, and to follow your passions. Ideas come, ideas that bring you joy. You begin to create, guided by your larger self. You say, okay, I'll create. I'll put it out there. I'll create a podcast. It doesn't matter if only one person listens, as long as we speak to that one, as long as one remembers their cloud and how to rise. And so in great joy and positive emotion, you discover your way of lifting others up. You become the uplifter. You remember the desires you had as a teenager. You remember the things that made you laugh, the things that excited you, the things that filled you with joy and confidence. Everything that brought you joy comes rushing back. Hobbies forgotten come alive now. Your friends and family begin to wonder what happened to you. You love everything and everyone. You are constantly vibrant, constantly alive. To those around you, you seem peculiar, weird, they say. You know so much now, and sometimes it's hard to contain it all within. Many still believe the idea of clouds is far-fetched. Your theories sound crazy to them, but some hearts hear you. You teach, but you never force, only out of alignment as your inner being leads. You never tell anyone what to believe. You simply point them back to themselves. You look for anything that brings positive emotion, and even when negative emotion arises, because contrast will always come, you see it for the purpose it serves. You lift yourself up with ease because now you know how to stay out of the dark. Sometimes you fall. Sometimes negative emotion appears. Sometimes you feel separation from yourself, even though separation never truly exists. But now you are aware. You know this is part of the journey. You have practiced alignment for so long that you often return to the lower places to meet people where they are. You teach when in alignment. You love unconditionally. You show them the value of positive emotion. You don't take it too seriously because you know it is meant to be easy. You have more fun, you laugh more. In moments of solitude, you return to your cloud and sit with your inner self. You create, you build, you stumble, you're a master. Contrast comes, and yet it is all joyful. This is the journey, the joyful journey back to the inner self. Your true reason for coming forth, for the expansion of all that is. You uplift. The greatest uplifter you are, not as one seeing their demise, but as one who sees their uplifted versions. You see them as they really are, so you stop trying to uplift anyone at all. You simply leave. You wake up curious, you move toward what feels good. You listen, you adjust your thoughts, you follow joy when it whispers and rest when it asks. Sometimes you rise, sometimes you wander lower, and sometimes you sit very still, doing nothing. And that too is okay. You no longer measure where you are. You no longer wonder if you're doing it right. You trust the movement itself. Those who are ready notice you, not because you speak loudly, but because something in them recognizes something in you. And when they ask, you smile, not with answers, but with permission. Permission to look up, permission to feel good, permission to remember. You don't pull anyone toward the cloud. You don't explain the sky. You simply become a place where remembering feels safe. And that is how uplifting happens, not by force, not by effort, but by being. I'm Amara, and I'm pondering for the joy of pondering. I love you all. Focus on feeling good. Bye.